Newcastle midfielder Anderson was selected in the latest Scotland squad and would have been in line to face England at Hampden Park on Tuesday night, but withdrew with an injury. Barnes, meanwhile, has made one senior appearance for England, having also played for the under-21s, under-20s and under-18s, but still qualifies for Scotland through his grandparents. It's understood that Barnes is considering Scotland's approach, but there is no certainty yet that he will agree to switch.
Right.
I mean, I'm slightly biased, but he's got to switch.
Well,
right.
Look, and with the greatest respect,
I mean, he's going to get a game.
He's correct. With the greatest respects to Harvey Barnes, who I see flashes from Harvey, and I think, you know what, he's looking the part, he's improving. Then end product goes a bit missing, Ali, and I'm not quite sure whether he's absolutely going to get to the very, very top, but he can be a real threat for any team, and certainly for you he would be. He's got that great pace, and you're right, he would play, wouldn't he, more often than not?
I look at Harvey Barnes, Andy, right, and I can see him playing for Scotland because I think he's the type of player the Scottish fans love, the Scottish team need. And I look at the England team right now, and with the greatest of respect,
no, he's not going to play.
What have they got? They've got Saka, Rashford, Foden, Grealish.
Correct.
It's going to be extremely difficult for him to play.
Yeah.
So I think, I mean, I'm being a bit light-hearted about it. I don't think it's a no-brainer, the decision, because obviously,
he's got to think about it. He's got to feel comfortable with it, hasn't he?
But, in the grand scheme of things, particularly now as well, where it looks as though Scotland have now got a team that are more than capable of qualifying for the finals of World Cups and European Championships.
Definitely.
It was an interesting one because, you boys in particular have lost a couple recently, haven't you?
We lost
Declan Rice.
Declan and Grealish.
Yeah,
can you imagine if we'd have had
amazing.
those two with Evan Ferguson and losing those two was massive. And I can remember, back in the day, the stick I got, Ali, in terms of qualifying. Now you can play matches for international teams, and all of a sudden wake up the following day and go, do you know what? I fancy having a game with them over the road. And it's like, hold on a minute, the rules are. I actually think, Coisty, that really once you've pulled on a national team's colours, that should be it.
You.
Whether it's a friendly or whatever it is, that should be it, shouldn't it?
It should be. To be fair, in my opinion, it should be up there with the pinnacle of your career, right? There's no doubt about it. And as soon as you pull on an international jersey, you would think, come on, that's it. I have nailed my colours to the mast. But one of the great players, by the way, actually, it might have been Di Stefano. One of them played for 3 countries.
Did he really?
I am almost convinced that Di Stefano played with Spain, Argentina, and I want to say Colombia. Right?
Wow.
I want to say...
That's great knowledge if it's true.
I'll check that up. Somebody will tell us. But also, it's amazing. I played with 2 guys.
I thought you were going to say you played with Di Stefano then for a minute.
No, I played with 2 players that played with 3 international countries. Right? And it's a great quiz question. And I'll tell you the answer right now before you rack your brains.
So is there a Russia in there that
yes.
split? Yes. Got to be in there.
Absolutely. It's Mikhailchenko, Alexei Mikhailchenko and Oleg Kuznetsov, who incidentally were brilliant players.
Yes.
They were absolutely tremendous players. They played for Russia.
Yep.
They then played for the Ukraine. And can you remember in Euro 92, they were called the CIS.
Right.
I think it was a combined kind of Soviet states. So they actually played for 3 international countries.
Amazing.
And as you say nowadays, it's as if I don't fancy them. I'll have a go.
Yeah, they're struggling a bit this lot at the minute. I'll park these for 5 minutes and I'll go and have a game somewhere else. It's gone. It's just gone a bit crazy, really. It has.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.